Hello. Welcome everyone to this stream, which is going to be absolutely epic, absolutely legendary. So, a warm welcome to all of you here. I hope that you can hear me well and that everything is fine. Uh, Today, we are going to have the greatest ever women player in the history of chess, Judit Polgar, joining us. I know I'm a bit late, but guys, what a show we are going to put together today, because it's going to be a quiz on the life of Judit Polgar, and we are going to together have this amazing time. A warm welcome to everyone who's here. So, Judith will be here in 10 minutes at 5 o'clock. But until then, I would like all of you to do me a favor before she arrives. So just go over here. You see, this is the Global Chess Festival. I have put the link in the description of the video. So it's the Global Chess Festival. This is Judith's Chess Festival, which is going to be held on 10th of October. We are going to talk about it with Judith when she's here. But before she arrives, please go and sign in, log in to this, sign up for this. There's this button over here. If you guys can just sign up for it. She does a beautiful festival every year. It's into its 6th year this time, well, 14 days are still left for it, but what you will get to see in this festival is simply amazing. I don't want to discuss too much about it because Judith would tell us about it, but look at the guests who are in there. Vladimir Kramnik, Garry Kasparov, so many. And Ashwin is here in the chat. By the way, Ashwin has, even his wife Aruna and Anjana have performed at the Global Chess Festival. So Ashwin, a warm welcome to you. So just imagine the guest today. Can you please explain Murphy number, says Anshuman Panda. Well, Anshuman, we'll talk about this later. But right now, all focus on Judith. Yeah. Imagine the game of chess. Yeah, being played for hundreds of years, and in these 100 years, no female player has ever come close to challenging the best men players. Only one has been able to do this, and that is Judit Polgar. I'm not going to reveal too much because we have a quiz. So if I tell you something about her, you'll get an answer there. But as the quiz goes on, you will get to know more and more about her. So I hope that you have logged in here. You have signed up for this Global Chess Festival. Every year it's held in Budapest, Hungary. But this year, it is going to be online, which is amazing for all of us because that's where you will get to see all the action sitting at your home. Kramnik, Kasparov, John Nunn, Simon Agdestein, Judith and her sisters. There's so much that is planned here. I will go through this along with Judith. And now for today's main thing that we are going to do is our Kahoot on the life of Judith Polgar. So I would like all of you to join in on this one over here. So you have the game pin here. You have to go to kahoot.it and you have to put in this pin and join in. Yeah, I'll activate the slow mode so everything is under control. We have over 1,000 people here, and well, I think there's a limit to the number of people who can join in the Kahoot. But guys, please remember, you need to put in your real name. If you play with some weird names, you won't be allowed. You won't be allowed to take part. You will be allowed to take part, but if you win the prize, if you come first, you will not be given that prize because your name should match with your ID. Yeah, like we'll be asking you for an ID. So if your name is, let's say, Rahul Yadav, then on a Aadhaar card or on your passport or whatever proof that you provide us, there should be that name. So quickly join in here, but come with your real name. Don't play with some names like Sagar Shah or Judit Polgar or all these names. What is the stream latency? Elamparthi ultra low latency. So you guys there will be a lag of only a second or two. We already have 230 people joined in, and wow, Judith is ahead of time. Wow, she's here. Let me invite her into the room. Hello, hello. Hi, Judith.
Hi.
Just a second. Let me fix the sound. Give me a second. And so that people can also see you on the screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether I'm immediately in or you're still fixing something.
One second. Let me make sure audio, speakers, are headphones. Yeah. Hello, Judith. Can you say something?
Yes, I'm right here.
Yeah. Your voice is now let me get you on the screen. So now everyone can hear you. Just a second. Share with sound so that, yeah. Judith, we have already 350 people here who joined in.
Okay.
So just a second, let me make
I just take a glass of water.
Yeah, sure. Hello, Judith. How are you? Now everyone can see you, can hear you well. So, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. Nice to be
It's
here.
such an honor to have you on the show, and we've planned something very special today. I'm not going to introduce you, because if I introduce you, then people will know the answers to the quiz today. So that's why that's why we have to keep it a secret. And you will be one of the people along with me who will enjoy this quiz so we will be going through it, and we will talk over the questions. There are around 20 questions that I have prepared, and it'll be fun. How are you doing, and what's up at the Global Chess Festival? I just introduced everyone a bit before you arrived to this. You must be very busy with it right now.
Yes, actually, we are extremely busy because of the pandemics, we had to move everything 100% online, which has its great benefits also, that everybody can join online, the whole world, whoever loves chess or interested about anything similar to that. Absolutely. In many the directions. And so it's a huge challenge, but I like challenges. And of course, every day there are things I have to make decisions, remake the plans, adjust it to the new situation, making compromises. But of course, we try to make it as fun for the audience, and the diversity of the programs are there. So we have 50 programs.
Yeah, just like a game of chess. Yeah, like you said, you have to make decisions all the time, compromises, but it's just like playing a game of chess.
Actually, to tell you the truth, I see it in many situations since I stopped playing competitive chess, that I have the same attitude, I have the same way of thinking, and many times I translated what is going on in my everyday life into chess language, that what is the opening, what is the middle game, what is the end game. or how I have to readjust myself on different matters. So of course it's different because it's not about a game that at the end everybody sees that you win or lose. So here you're challenging yourself much more, but also it is very clear that it's a clear teamwork in many ways.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And just when you would think that after 5 editions you had got a handle on everything, suddenly it goes online and you have to start from scratch.
Yeah, but you know how it is. If you know how to play chess, you know a lot of different middle game positions. You have to switch to another opening from e4 to d4, and it takes time to adjust yourself. But still, in the middle game, you're going to be okay if you have a level of a 2700 player.
Yeah.
So I think it's the same here. If you have the right attitude, the growth mindset, you're happy and passionate about what you're doing, you're going to be finding the ways, actually, the extra opportunities, not only seeing the negative part of it that, oh, it would be so nice if people are there and I have a huge screen as we had a few times already in the festival and everything was, visually so nice. But now it's another opening and other middle game, but I hope I can still show good quality games.
Absolutely, absolutely. You are going to do that, Judith. So, we have close to 550 people who have already signed up for this quiz. I think we will wait for another couple of minutes before we'll get going. I have to make a proper place for you on the screen where I'll place you, because so that the people can see the questions as well. I'll do that. And
Yeah, you have to be very good in technical issues as well when you're streaming.
yeah,
But
yeah,
as you do
absolutely.
it so much, it
No, but
means
this is
that
this
you're
is the
getting better
first
and better.
time. This is the first time we are doing this. And by the way, the prize today for the one who wins it is your book. Not this one. It's basically your first book. Please don't tell the name of it because it's one of the questions. Uh, and the winner is going to win that prize. And also we'll be giving ChessBase accounts to second and third place players. So it's going to be very, very fun. There's one super chat from Khushbu who says, Judith, you are my favorite. You have an amazing personality. Thank you, Sagar, for bringing her here. Judith,
Thank you.
there's so many people who are huge fans of you and are so happy to have you. And guys, today you will get to know so many more things about her. So Judith, what the idea is that we will go over the questions one by one. People will give the answers on their they have their phone with them, and then we will talk a bit about those pictures or those questions which are there. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, we were also using this. One of our festivals, we made a chess quiz
Okay.
on Kahoot. We
Really?
were using here also in the schools. They use it quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a fantastic app, and it's a very nice one. So guys, I think if all of you are set, it's already 5 o'clock. By the way, Judith, in our viewers, we also have Ashwin Subramaniam, who has been a part of your festival, says, having been there to participate physically in the event, I must say that it is amongst the best organized event. The attention to detail at the Global Chess Festival is spectacular. I'm sure the online event would be amazing as well.
Thanks, Ashwin. We keep in touch anyway. So, but he's a great fan. He's a very nice person, and his family too.
Yeah,
The lady members.
Yes, Aruna and Anjana. Nitish Singh says, I've read the Polgar sisters, Training or Genius, 4 years ago. Now seeing you is amazing. You have inspired millions. Thanks to you and your father, Judith.
Thank you.
Okay, so guys, I think it's time to begin. Just to make sure that everything's set. Yeah. And there we go. Okay, so guys, get ready. You will have 30 seconds for every question. And we have around 660 participants. and if someone joins in later, can join in between the quiz as well, but your chances of winning would be a little less after that. So okay, let's start. So it's on Judit Polgar. Time to begin. When was Judit Polgar born? So the four options that you have in front of you are 23rd July 1976, 23rd July 1977, 78 or 75. I have kept the years, the date as the same to avoid people getting confused, but the year is different. So
yeah, it was quite some time ago.
Yeah, that time is up. The right answer is 23rd July 1976. And Judith, look at this. 421 people have got it right. They have done their research. Made
their homework, right?
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, could you tell us where is this picture from? I tried to find it, but I couldn't get it exactly. Where is it from?
Actually, it's one of my favorite picture because this was in '94 in Madrid. This was practically the first big tournament I've been winning. It was category 16. So it was over, 2,600 average rating.
Okay.
And quite a few top players played and I won the first prize. So wow. This was really something very special for me.
Amazing, amazing. Okay. Time for next one here. I have to make sure that let me place you here so I can click on the next button and also
the screen is not enough.
The thing is that every button on Kahoot is at a different place. So wherever I place you, sometimes it overlaps with the button, but I think I'll have it now in place. Just give me a second. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, time for the second question. We have Shasha at the top, Abhay, Vraj Patel, Kishan and Akash. Okay, next one. What was the name of the Polgar sisters? Choose from left to right. Susan, Sophie, Judith, Susan, Sophia, Judith, Sophia, Susan, or Sophia, Judith, Susan. So you need to see from left to right, guys.
Actually, you've been taking this picture, right?
Yes, this is taken by Amruta.
It's Batumi, right?
Absolutely. And 199 people got it right. It's Judith, Sophie, and Susan over here. And three sisters who kind of dominated the world of chess in a big way. But Judith, 140 people were confused between Susan and Sophia. Yeah, they were like, which one is this? So, guys, the middle one she's the actually it's age-wise. Yes, the oldest is on the right. The middle-aged is in the middle, and you are the youngest.
Exactly.
Tell us a bit about your sisters, Judith. You have grown up together, and I think you were 5 years old, and Susan was 12 when you started playing chess. Is it true?
Yes, Susan had already quite serious results. Even internationally, she started to be recognized, or people heard about it, that she's talented, and about our family. I learned the first few moves by my mother, and then later it was my father. And shortly after that, I was starting to beating him. I started to have coaches. And then later on with Sophia and myself, we had many of the chess classes later on together. But of course, Susan was for quite some years very much ahead.
Yeah, but I think when you turned 12, you already started moving ahead of the other two, and then you were already becoming very strong. Yeah.
Yes, it was after the first Olympiad.
Yes, yes,
That
yes, yes. No details. Yeah.
89. Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. So going to the next question. We have a small change in the in who's leading right now. So we have Chess, who's on 18-15. Guys, if you put name Chess, how are you going to win the prize? You have to put your actual name. Rahul Bist, number 2, M, number 3, SY, and then Judith Fan. I hope that people with their actual name come out ahead. And okay, let's go to the next one. The third question. Father Laszlo Polgar wrote a famous chess book. How many positions did that book contain? The first option is 999, second is 5334, third one is 450, and the fourth one is 2500. It's a very famous book written by Judith's father. And how many positions did it contain? Time is up. Time is up. Oh, 314 people knew the answer to this. Judith, this book was simply phenomenal. I'm actually using it sometimes these days. Did you guys also use similar material which then went into the book?
Well, actually, my father always liked the beauty of chess, which partly is the puzzles and creating mate in one, mate in two, different kind of puzzles. And well, we were helping out to him, and a lot of them which we created, and he created also some of them. But it was definitely his idea that it should be really a quantity book, right?
But why 5334?
For physical exercise, it can also be well well done. So 2 in 1. And yeah, this was a very popular book up to today that people are using. Of course, nowadays it's not such a big thing from point of view that now you have so many websites where you can just simply solve puzzles. But in those days, which was nearly 30 years ago, it was something very special that it had a real quantity on different studies and puzzles, which could be very useful for talents and who wanted to improve in chess.
But why this number? Was it like he collected all the position and then he was like, okay, it's 5334, so that's the name of the book, or there's some significance of this number?
No, it just happened this way.
It just came to this number. For the viewers who do not know this, Judith's father Laszlo Polgar played a big role in Judith's development as a chess player when she was young. He had a saying which was, geniuses are not born, they are made. And do you agree with that, Judith?
Well, of course, my father had a very extreme vision on raising kids. And of course, this is also the reason why people were kind of skeptical about the way he and my mother raised us. And but generally speaking, of course, he said that school is something very bad for kids. So kids should be focusing on one specific area. And later on, of course, as we were all 3 girls, he also pointed out that girls should be reaching the same results as boys if they get the same potentials, same opportunities. And well, to be honest, I agree in many ways that, well, also school is maybe not the best institute which can provide the growth of the mind of the kids. But also that you have to focus on something if you really want to do big and you want to be successful, and if you want to experience the positive thing that if you do it a lot of times, many hours, then you can also grow much faster and be better at that. And if you are better at that, you also got to like it more. So it has a connection between these things. So he always believed not only in quality, but in quantity, and he wanted to prove it. So this was kind of an experiment, which I'm not a very big fan of this word, but I more usually say that it's a lifestyle which my parents created for us. It was very special. It was kind of a startup company, family startup company. which had a very special view, and it was necessary that they have full dedication and the perseverance to move on for decades and doing this education.
Yeah, the focus with which you guys all worked together was simply amazing for so many years. Um, we have right now, Judith, five players. So for every question is 1,000 points. So right now, three questions. So Chess, Mudit, Prajwal, Anshul, and Rugged Panther. These are the top five places. And time to go for the next one. So Judith comes here. I have to make sure that you come here because so that people can see the points. But okay, let's go to the fourth question. What was the name of Judith's mother? This is not an easy question. Is it Hannah Polgar? Is it Clara Polgar? Is it Jasmine Polgar or Luca Polgar?
You could give a hint.
Oh, what is it?
Well, I don't want to spoil your game.
No, Judith, you are allowed to give hints. Yeah, that would be nice.
I would say that the same name as mother of Kasparov.
Ah, that would be also a tough hint, yeah, for people. So 139 people got that right. Clara Polgar is the right answer. Judith, a lot of things have been said about your dad and the way. What has been the role of your mother overall?
Well, it absolutely was a teamwork because my father had this very straightforward, clear idea that he wants to be his kids. When actually he didn't even meet my mother when he had this idea to raise us in a very special way and to be homeschooled. And but without my mother, this wouldn't be possible. She was taking all the everyday life issues. She was collecting the visas. She was cooking, washing, cleaning. We always had, or many times we had guests from different countries to chess coaches. So he really had to take care of at least 5 people, but usually it was more. She was also traveling with Susan and later on with the family. So it was practically she was doing everything around the house and around us and giving an example. She was also working until Susan was 16 years old. She's a language teacher. She liked it very much, but then she couldn't manage it to do both. So both of my parents actually gave up her job and focused only on our career.
Okay.
And but there are so many things which my mom is a great example for ourselves, of course, but for others. Like just to highlight one which is incredible, that she's always seeing the positive, the sunny side of things, and she's always very positive towards people. She's very open. She's very social. So they made a great match with my father, that my father was the businessman, the mentor, the negotiator, and my mother was balancing it out very much from the other aspects of the family.
Brilliant. What teamwork. Fantastic. So moving on to the next one, Judith. This is question number 5. Judith always liked to play in the boys section. Which age group world title in the open section, so in the boys section, did she win? Was it under 14? Was it under 16? Was it under 12? Was it under 10? So which world title did Judith win in the boys section? Or you can say the open section.
But this is a tricky one.
Yeah? Is it more than one? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I should say which was the first one then. Really? So was it not just under 12 that you won?
No, I won the under 14 as well.
Oh, you won under 14 as well in 1988?
88 was under 12 and 90 was under 14.
Oh, it's my mistake, guys. But okay, I should have written which was the first title that she won. But both of them in open section, was it?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow,
Absolutely.
wow. And were there any players right now who are in the top in the world of chess in these, like some who went on to become grandmasters? Do you remember?
Phew, that's difficult. There are quite a few grandmasters, but not from the very high class, I think. No, like Leiko was on the lower group, and well, grandmasters. Almashi was one of the top grandmasters. Okay, he was top 20, top 30 in the world. So he was one of my competitor in '88.
Wow, wow. And what was the logic of playing in the boys section? Was it like you wanted to beat them, and girls were a little weaker, like you didn't enjoy playing in the girls section?
No, actually, this is the way my parents educated us that you should be playing in competitions which is challenging. And usually it was more challenging to play between boys and girls, not only between girls. And that's why we were playing most of the time between in the open section, mainly with boys.
Ah, okay. And yeah, this actually helped Judith to improve very quickly. And she's always maintained that it's important to keep improving at chess rather than keep aiming for medals and victories. So, this is also one of the reasons why she's been so successful. Ellie is now leading, and Anupam Shri Kumar is one young girl from India. She is at number 2. Soham Kamotra, also a youngster from Jammu Kashmir. So Aquatic Panther and Viraj Pandit. It's getting interesting. So let's go to the next one. Question number 6. How many points did Judith score in the 1988 Olympiad? Was it 12 and a half out of 13? Was it 8 and a half bar 9? Was it 9 out of 10? And was it 11 out of 12? You know, Judith, I also gave a big hint in the
Yeah.
in the picture.
You're making the eye test as well. Yeah, this Olympiad was amazing experience from many different aspects.
This, yeah, a lot of people got it right. 12 and half out of 13 is the right answer, but 12 and half points out of 13, this is simply insane. If we see this, you beat Borisova, then you beat Erenska, Frometa, Lebel, Chilingirova, Craig, C. Jackson, Kondu, Levitina, Moskova, Severide,
Polychroniade.
Polyhuran.
And Si Jun, who became world champion later on.
Yeah.
And you can see that at the time he was unrated, but actually she was definitely already. You remember in those times, '88.
Yeah.
It's like 30 years ago, Chinese players did not have rating really. So she was unrated, but she was clearly a good player already.
Yeah. It was a tremendous performance. And by the way, guys, Judith was at that point only 12 years old, 12 and a half, I think. I think your points and your age was the same.
Yeah, actually, you're the first one who points that out, but it's 100% because it's like almost 12 and a half. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Actually, I have to get you here just a second on this screen because I have one small thing to share. Because there was one game in this which won you the brilliancy prize, if I'm not mistaken, and that was your game against Chilingirova.
Yes.
And I just want to very quickly show the viewers the final. Like, it was a very short game. It was like 17 moves or something. And this gives you a glimpse of how the 12-year-old Judith would play. And she was white. Yeah, you were white.
I was playing with the white pieces, yes.
Yeah, and you played the Rosolimo.
Yeah, here it was, well, it's all theory actually.
Yeah, this is all theory.
It's a very energetic line with white.
E5. This is still all theory, yeah?
Yeah.
Knight c6, queen h4, queen b6, and what I like tremendously is this next move that you played here, which was rook a e1, just giving up an entire piece because black took on c3, took here, and took on b5.
Well, it's a great example how much you have to be careful with your fianchetto bishop when you have your pawn on g6. You should not give up your bishop from g7 or from the long diagonal.
Yeah.
And this is one of the best examples for that, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we have this youngster, Ilam Parthi, in the chat, who is just 11 years old. He is like one of the very talented youngsters in Indian chess. And he says, are you showing us the queen into f8 game? so he knows about this. Queen h6. And
Yeah.
there is no way to defend this now. It's lost, yes, this position?
Yes, because bishop f6 is threatening actually first with queen g7 mate.
Yeah.
And so black has to defend it either moving the pawn from f7 to f5 or f6 or to move the queen of f5, which happened. But here anyway, white would be playing bishop f6.
Yeah, and if you
After
take...
black takes, rook e8 and queen f8, checkmate.
Beautiful. This is a checkmate here.
Or king f7 also.
Yeah, even if you go here, then still it's a checkmate. But in the game, the end was very pretty. Queen f5, and guys, I know Ilam Parthi has said the move, but still, white to play and win. What was the move Judith played here?
And if I remember well, my opponent was not aware of it. She didn't get the point yet.
She was like, I'm a piece up, I'm winning against the 12-year-old.
Well, of course, her development is not good anyway, right? But
Yeah.
still, if I don't have a mate in 3, then obviously black is actually going to collect the full point.
Yes. And yes, everyone in the chat is absolutely right. Queen takes f8, king takes. She resigned here, but if you take with the king, check, and brilliant mate. What a nice game to prove the point of development, dark square weaknesses, so many nice themes actually in this game.
Yeah, it is not a very common kind of game because it's very short.
Yeah.
And of course, on highest level, you don't get to win games like this. But it showed some of the typical mistakes, what can be done in openings.
True. Okay, let's move on to coming back to the Kahoot. We are now 6. Soham Kamotra has gone into the lead with Viraj Pandit, Rahul Yadav, Ellie and Anshul. Okay, so let's go to the next one now. Who is this famous world champion with Judith? This is not a difficult one, guys. This is... When was this, Judith? Around which year would this picture be?
It was end of 92.
92. Okay. It was after the return
Yeah.
return match. Yes.
Yeah, I was very careful what to say.
But I believe that people here will get this. This one will be easy. Yes, absolutely. But there were still a few people who wrote Petrosian or Spassky, but of course it was Bobby Fischer. And yes, Judith, you have practiced with Fischer. My question to you is, in those practice games, were you able to beat him anytime?
Well, actually, he was not open to play one-on-one games because there were talks about it that maybe there would be a sponsor who is going to be organizing a match between him and myself.
Okay.
And he said, well, we are going to say that it's the first time we meet. It has to be true. So this was the explanation to that. But the other one is that actually he was mostly talking about the Fischer random chess of his, because he was always proving that what kind of games were happening. The theory is so deep and so worked out already then that it's much better to go and switch to this Fischer random. And that was the game which he was always explaining. And we even actually tried that. We played on double. but only a few games.
Okay, okay. Also, I believe that Fischer would be slightly tensed about playing against you. What if he loses against you, you know?
Well, that's a question whether was he worried or he was really that kind of person that he wanted to keep it for the media, that really we are playing our first game ever. But well, it was of course a great experience to meet him. There were some sad aspects of it, of course, that we experienced it, that he's not a healthy minded person. But he was always very cheerful, and most of the time, or many of the times, kind of childish also. But at the same time, he was a giant with a huge feet. He loved eating Hungarian food, and also Japanese food was his favorite. So he lived a very simple life in Hungary. He was hiding, kind of. He
Yeah,
was living
yeah.
in hotels, but whenever people recognized him or asked any question regarding to Mr. Fischer, then he moved on to somewhere else.
Right, right. Okay, going to the next question. This is question number 8. Which Indian movie has a game between Polgar and Anand as the finale? This is not an easy one, but we had published a report on this. So, all those who have read this, so is it Turup? Is it Pawn Sacrifice? Is it Wazir? Or is it the Queen? These are the 4 options. This is a very nice picture, Judith, of you and Vishy Anand. When was this taken?
I think this was taken by Frederick, actually.
Ah, Frederick.
In
Okay.
87, I think. It was Beale. I remember this event. And but actually, I saw the movie. I was very surprised when I realized that people.
Did you see it?
Yeah. It was not long time ago, no? Like
It's
half a year
2000.
ago.
The movie released in 2017, but we published an article very recently on it,
Yes.
and actually that no very few people got it right. Yeah, most of the people thought there's this famous movie called Wazir, but that didn't have the game. Turup basically means checkmate, and that has the game of Judith winning against Vishy Anand. And that was a very nice game. Actually, Judith sacrificed a piece right in the opening and managed to win. But
Even two.
yeah, 2 pieces actually, 2 pieces.
Yeah, that's one of the best game of my career, I must say.
I'll just not to go too deep into the analysis, but just to show you guys the moves of this game. It's like super aggressive, and this is the way in which Judith would play most of her games. Very aggressive, and here you could see right out of the opening, she's white over here, and one piece goes into the fire. Here's the second piece, which is going to be sacrificed now, and with these 2 piece sacrifices, she managed to win this game later with a very nice attack. Very, very fitting game chosen by actually the director of the movie. They wanted to show how women trump men in the movie, and this is a very nice game. But Anand has been your very close friend, yes, over the years.
Well, we were rivals for many years. We met a lot of places, of course. He was at our place back in 89. After the Olympiad, he came over for a week or so. And yeah, of course, he's a very nice person with Aruna.
Yes.
Later on when he got married. So it's many, many hours we met during the decades of the competition area.
So many games. If you check Mega Database, you will find so many battles between Vishy and Judith going either way on many occasions. So time for the next question. Let's go to the 9th one. Which famous personality shares the frame with the Polgar sisters here? Is it Ronald Reagan? Is it Bill Clinton? Is it George W. Bush? Or is it George H.W. Bush? This is going to confuse a lot of people, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a nasty one.
So this is when he traveled to Hungary, right?
Yes. Yes. Actually, this was not long after
nice.
we won the well, the Olympiad in '88, and then he gave a reception, and many of the sport personalities were invited as well, and we got an invitation.
Yeah. So it's George H.W. Bush, father of George Bush. So that's the right answer. And you have the three sisters, George Bush and his wife here. Very memorable picture. Moving on to the next one. Let's see who's leading right now. Anshul is on the lead. He's with 6,500 points, followed by Prajwal, Viraj Pandit, Soham, and Subhankar. Okay, let's go to the next question. Who is this world champion against whom Judith is playing here? Is it Petrosian? Is it Smyslow? Is it Spassky? Or is it Fischer? Judith, did you win this game?
This game, I have the feeling that actually I lost.
You lost this one. Okay.
Yeah,
but you have beaten him in your career.
Sorry?
You have beaten him in your chess career.
No, actually, this was a match when we played in Hungary. Not long after I met Fischer, the picture was taken before, which we saw.
Yeah.
It was played in a ballroom of one of the biggest hotels. We had like daily 1,000 people watching. Still in those times when people had the little pocket chess set in the chairs and not the electronic demo board, but somebody was making the moves. And this was one of the most memorable 10 days in my career, because Spassky was an extremely strong player still. He was very well prepared because he made a huge preparation against the rematch against Fischer, just about half a year before this match took place. So first of all, he was in form and he was serious. He was coming with the coach, with Nikitin to the match. Okay. So it was very clear he took it very seriously, but I was also well prepared. I had my trainer Lev Psahis with me, and somehow it was the games were very interesting. I was in a very good form. I was just 16 years old, and actually I won the match out of 9 games already. I was leading 5.5, 3.5, and in the 10th game there were like huge blunder, in the prayer, I forgot to take bishop f7, knight g5, knight e6, capturing the queen.
Oh.
Because, this
But you had already won it, so you are a little bit relaxed, yeah?
Yes, but to tell you the truth, I'm not sure I would be more happy if I would take this opportunity to pinpoint out his mixing up the moves, because I lost the game. But it was a very interesting game, to be honest. It was a very interesting. He sacrificed the piece, and it was a very, very interesting game. And the rook end game was also interesting. So it was a very memorable match.
Yeah, absolutely. And Spassky, one of the legends, and a lot of people got this right. And right now, the scores are Anshul still leading the pack. And let's go to the next question. Sure, you are here. Yeah. When did Judit Polgar beat Garry Kasparov? Was it Russia versus rest of the world 2002? Was it Linares 97? Was it Tilburg 97? Was it Chorus Vaikanzi 2000? I think one of the most memorable games of your life, yes? I mean, from the result point of view.
Yeah, actually, to tell you the truth, it's not the most interesting game I played against Garry, because I felt that that Garry was not in the right mood and preparation, and it was a rapid game. But I'm most proud of the games I played with him in 2001 in Linares. The 2 draws, because that was very clear that he was in good shape, he was very well prepared, and on those games I challenged him quite a lot. But it was only a draw.
Yeah, and to get a win against Garry is obviously very special. If you don't mind, can I play this small clip so that people can see it? So guys, this is a video that all the stars were playing there. Yeah, like from Russia and from the rest of the world. There was everyone there.
Yes, it was a very interesting match, and we won. Actually, not only me, but
The entire, yeah.
that was not the reason why they organized.
Sorry, what were you saying?
That was not the main reason why the Russians organized it to have this result.
Yeah. Did you also beat Kramnik there?
No, that was a draw.
That was a draw.
And actually, Karamnik I won only in Blitz game.
Ah, okay. But such a nice video. Just shows so much pressure there, and I saw that after you won, Boris Gelfand came and congratulated you. Very nice.
And actually, it was Yasser Servan. Actually, he was the captain.
Yeah.
And he was also congratulating. Yeah, it was a very important win, of course, in my life also, but for the team it was very important because, of course, Gary got unbalanced and the whole team and the media started to hype it up. So it was a much bigger effect than just one game that the team won.
Yeah, and Gary, such a great player. To beat him is, of course, a brilliant achievement. Moving on to the next one. Which of these world champions has Judith never beaten in a classical or rapid game? Is it Smyslov? Is it Spassky? Is it Carlsen? Or is it Mikhail Tal? Is my question right, Judith?
Well, one is for sure.
Yes, because you have not played one of them ever. So.
Yes. So one for sure. Yeah.
But you have beaten, and this question, yes, Mikhail Tal is absolutely right because Judith never played against him. So it was kind of a trick question. But also, you have beaten 11 world champions. That's what I saw. There were, so right from Carlsen, Anand, Kramnik, Kasparov, Karpov.
And we have Kasim Janov
yes,
and Ponomarev and Khalifman.
Yes. And Spassky, Smyslov.
Yeah.
You beat, so it's amazing. You've beaten all the great players. It's tremendous, phenomenal. Let's see who's leading right now. Oh, Ellie is at the top with Shyam, Vaishnav, Prajwal Bhatt and Viraj Pandit. Okay, moving on to the next one. What is the name of Judith's husband? Is it Andras Horvath? Is it Joseph Adorian? Is it Gustav Font? Or is it none of the above? It was very difficult to find all the Hungarian names different for me. But I took different chess players and I took their first name, last name, and I mixed it up sort of. But let's see if people get this right. Yeah, absolutely right, guys. This is brilliant. Gustav Font is the correct answer. Judith, Are you both like wildlife lovers?
Well, my husband is an animal doctor, so
Okay.
his profession is being a doctor. This was made, well, 2001, I think, when we were in Botswana in some national park. We do like a lot African environment, especially safari and wild animals. So it was a very special experience for us.
Yeah, yeah. And guys, Judith's husband, Gustav, has been a big support in her career. Amruta has spoken to Judith about this yesterday, so we'll be publishing it soon. I wouldn't be asking her about this right now. Ellie is leading with Sham. Sagar Goel is number 3, Prajwal and Viraj Pandit. Okay, let's go to the next question. What is the name of Judith's children? She has 2 children. Is it Hannah and Oliver? Is it Gara and Joseph? Is it Bella and Albert? Or is it Yoska and Istvan? Judith, is this picture like that's your mom? And that's
That's
2
my
kids.
mom,
Yes?
and I don't know where you got this picture from.
I think one of the ChessBase articles. Yeah, previously. Maybe some Christmas. Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah, absolutely right. People actually, Judith, a lot of people have done
They
their
followed.
research. Yeah, they followed, and Hannah and Oliver is right. How old are they now?
My son is 16 and my daughter is 14.
And what do? They are studying right now, or?
Yeah, they are both studying. They are in high school, and well, their hobbies. Hannah likes to dance very much, and Oliver likes other sports. No, he's not so competitive in sports, but he's very competitive in studying.
Okay, but they do know chess, yeah.
Yeah, they were actually playing chess in kindergarten and elementary school, but after some time they retired faster than I did.
Okay. Let's go to the scores here. Sham has moved up the list. Ellie and Sagar Goel, Viraj Pandit and Prajwal Bhatt. Okay, next question. Who is this famous trainer of Polgar in the picture? In the center, this is Judith on the left, Kasparov on the right, and Judith, you've already taken his name in this interview, so let's see if people can get it.
Yeah, he was my coach for quite a few years in the second half of the 90s. But actually in the first half of the 90s also. But this event is 97, I believe. No, it's 2001. No, this is 2001 already, this picture.
A lot of people thought it was Pal Benko, but actually it was Lev Sakis, and Sakis has made a big contribution also to Indian chess. He was training a lot of Indian youngsters. So a great trainer, yes?
Yes, he has a lot of experience, and he was a fantastic player himself. I mean, he was playing for the Soviet Championship together with Kasparov, tying for first place. So he had this very energetic play, very sharp mind, and very wise and smart person.
Yeah. Well, let's quickly go to the next one here. What was Judith's highest world ranking? Was it number 12 with an ELO of 2729, number 10 with an ELO of 2725, number 8 with the ELO of 2735, or number 5 with an ELO of 2740? And look at that graph, Judith. Like, you are so much ahead of everyone else there. Next. And yes, see, oh, nice. Everyone knew it. Number
People do
8.
follow my career, it seems.
they knew it, yeah. Number 8 with an ELO of 2735, and brilliant, yeah. No woman player has ever crossed 2700, and Judith was world number 8. She played in the candidates. She was fighting for the world title in 2007 in Mexico. Sorry, it was the world championship match tournament.
In Argentina.
Yeah. and
Nice.
it was in 2005. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 2005. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for those who thought I was in top 5.
Okay, Rahul Yadav moving up. Brilliant. Let's speed up now and get to the last 5 questions. Who is the second woman player ever to cross 2600 after Judith Polgar? Is it Koneru Humpy? Is it Ho Yifan? Is it Anna Muzichuk or is it Ju Wenjun? Judith, this is a very tricky question because do you know the answer to this?
I'm not 100% sure.
I have confused the people to the maximum possible extent. Oh, still 86 people got it right. The picture was showing Ho Yifan, but actual answer was Humpy. She was number 2, second player to cross 2600, and then the third one was Ho Yifan. Ellie is still at the top, and let's move on to the next question. Judith Polgar has written a trilogy of books of her career. What is the name of the first book? Yeah, not these books, but the name of the first book. How Girls Can Also Beat Boys, How I Beat Fischer's Record, How I Became the Youngest GM in the World, Winning Chess the Judith Way. This is the first book, and this is the prize for which you're playing.
Nice suggestions for new books.
Which one did you like? How Girls Can Also Beat Boys, yeah? Because you were so young. Actually, very nice. A lot of people got this right. And Judith beat Fischer's record, I think at the age of 14 years and 8 months or something, you became a GM.
I was 15 and 4 months.
15 years and 4 months when you became a GM. And that was the youngest at that point.
At the time.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yes. Well, Ellie is not letting it go. Prajwal Bhatt, and suddenly now it's, you see, all the names which have given their right names are coming up, so it's nice. And let's move on to the last 4 questions. Which medal did Judith and Hungarian team win at the end of 2014 Olympiad? Is it gold, silver, bronze, or no medal? This is such a nice picture. Judith, Richard Rapport, Peter Lecco, Almasi, and at
Balog,
the back
behind
Balog, and that's the coach on the extreme left.
Yes, that's Tamás Horváth, and next to him our talent Richard.
Yes, Richard Rapport.
Rapport, yes.
And this was a very special year for Hungary as well as India. A lot of people said gold, but no, it was silver because India finished third and they won the bronze medal.
And actually, this was the last competition I played in.
This was your last event. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. This is Ellie still at the top. Ellie knows everything about you. Let's see the next question. Where was this picture taken? Oh, this is...
I know where it was taken.
Baku Olympiad 2016, Batumi Olympiad, World Cup Tbilisi, Moscow candidates. And that's me and Amrita with Judith. And that was the first time I met you in person.
You without beard.
Yes, without beard. And you had come only for one day at this event, I think.
Yes, because it was a very quick visit. I met my sisters there also. We made the day of commentary together, but it was just few days before the festival, which I'm doing yearly.
Yeah. And I was lucky enough to get an interview with you, and it was a very nice one. It's very great memories for me. Ellie still at the top. Nirupam Das, Prajwal Bhatt, Rahul Yadav, and Shyam. Okay, moving on. Last 2 questions. This is my favorite game of Judit Polgar. Black's last move was h into g5. What did Judit play here with white? Okay, so
Well, it's not a 1 minute question if you don't know it.
I have given, instead of 30 seconds, I gave them 60 seconds here, just so that if someone doesn't know it. But I have shown this game several times in my on ChessBase India. So all those who follow this, this is, you're playing against Ferenc Perkesh, very strong player, very solid player. Would be a very memorable game, yeah, for you, this one?
Yes, it was also one of the maybe top 10 collection of my games. And it was interesting because really this idea came to my head right at the board. And unexpectedly things work. Of course, he was completely convinced that it's a home preparation, which actually it could be, right? Because it is very...
It's just right out of the opening, yeah.
Yeah, it's moved 12 or 13, something like that.
Okay, a lot of people thought h4, and just so that you guys know, it was a tremendous game that was played here. And I want to take you to this moment. H4 would not work because of g4 in this position. And so Judith played this move g4. It's a tremendous move. Also, Judith taking the rook would have been a mistake because of g4 and then the bishop comes to g5, yeah?
Yeah, somehow it was like a study kind of thing. Yeah. Everything was matching. Everything was on the right spot.
And also the finish was so nicely calculated. You need this move f4, otherwise it's not winning. That move also is very important. And in the end, you won the queen and you won the game. To beat a solid player like Berkesh in this manner is tremendous. Okay. Rahul Yadav is now the leader. Wow. So that was a chess question. So Ellie maybe got it wrong. She knew everything about your life, but not this move. And so Rahul Yadav is now leading with 14,000 points. And guys, last question coming up. And let's go. Which is this famous chess festival that Judith has created, which is into its 6th edition. 6th edition, forgot to mention it there, but which is this famous festival? World Chess Festival, Global Chess Festival, Polgar Chess Festival, or Women's Chess Festival? All those who were at the start of this video would know the answer to this. And there we have it. Global Chess Festival. Brilliant. That is the right answer. And we are into the 6th edition this time, and will be held in 15 days from now. 14 days to be precise. And let's see who are the winners. Ellie gets the 3rd position. Sagar Goyal is 2nd. And the winner is Rahul Yadav. Oh, nice. Rahul Yadav, you win. Judit Polgar's book Nirupam is 4th and Prajwal Bhatt 5th place. Judith, Rahul Yadav gets your book, How I Beat Fischer's Record. And Sagar Goyal and Ellie get ChessBase accounts of 1 year and 6 months for 2nd and 3rd places.
Well done. You knew a lot about my career.
Judith, before you leave, I want to ask you a little bit about the festival over here. But first, did you like the quiz? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was fun. It was a little tour back in time.
Yeah.
Little touring nostalgic questions, and so it was fun.
Thank you. Yes, and this is the website of Global Chess Festival. And Judith, could you tell us a bit about it so that people know what to expect? What should they be doing in the next 15 days? Now, 14 days, as you can see the timer here, 14 days and 15 hours left.
Well, as in the very beginning, I mentioned that the festival is moved completely to online platform. So on this website, you can see with pictures more or less all the programs, but we have more than 40 programs uploaded and still some to come. Of course, some of the best parts is which I made already. We are recorded with Gary Kasparov, 45 minutes of talk where he's
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about why he retired, what was the reason, how he did that. And also, I asked some provocative questions, and it was a great experience and fun for me to chat with Gary.
Did you
Of
talk about
course,
your games with him or no?
not about our games.
Okay,
It's
okay.
more about the psychology and how
Nice.
he handled it and how other people were handling it, and why was he so successful up to now, and about his mindset. With Kramnik, we are going to talk about his new chess variants, which he came up. There was a publication with Alpha Zero. Then I have a Champions Talk because we give out Goodwill Ambassador Awards in science, sport, education, and art. I had a talk with Eckstein, who is he discovered Magnus Carlsen.
Yes.
With John Nunn, we were discussing about how technology and his scientific approach to chess, how he developed. He's author of more than 40 books. Then we have a talk. Yasser Seiravan was talking to the three of us, dessert with the Polgar sisters. You can see which desserts we were making for the talk. Then we have some chess events which is going to be running. Actually, some of them you may still sign up. We are going to have also math on the chessboard with a lot of educational programs, scientific educational programs. Also, we're going to have this developing social emotional skills, how to use in education. I had also a talk with Timon. So those were a lot of fun. We're also going to have a simultaneous exhibition, Sophia and myself. I'm going to have a chess lesson
Yeah,
during the
this one.
day. Yes, that's the one. I'm trying to collect some of the most important moves of my life and telling a little stories to that.
Mm-hmm.
We have also the Chess Challenge tournament, which is for every age group. Anybody can be competing from 4 to 220. We limit, you see, we do limit, so you can still sign up for that. If we
Yeah.
have a social lecture, Chess Behind Bars, very interesting how chess changes to positive mindset, the people who actually end up being in jail. The chess playground is about the educational program, a demo lesson in English for kindergarteners, how we are using chess as skill building. And we are going to have, of course, chess songs by Huga. Maybe some of you know already.
Yeah, yeah.
She has this fantastic talent to come up with chess related songs with very high quality. We are going to have also Think Like a Machine. It's for people who already like chess and they are curious about what are the moves which even the highest level players missed, but actually the computer thought out. It's going to be an interactive quiz game also. Fair play versus success. We have it for parents. I can advise very much. Then we have virtual galleries where you can walk
Yeah.
around.
Two of the best photographers in the world, Alina and David Lada. Their
Yes, I would
pictures.
also think we highlight the girls' power with some of the most beautiful pictures by David. And so we are going to have book signing,
Oh,
which means that
in person, yes. This will be one.
no, it virtually, but
Oh, really?
whoever orders it in our shop, I'm going to be personally
Wow.
dedicated to his or her name. We're going to have a chess painting exhibition, 3D, also virtual gallery, as well as my sister Sophia going to be exhibited her paintings
Okay.
here with golden immortal sport people. I'm having a discussion, but this is going to be in Hungarian language. And well, more or less, we're going to
Whoa,
have for those
so
of you who like chess studies, you can maybe you can scroll back. We have here the chess puzzle with Morgan Stanley.
Yeah, this one. Play to code.
No, one that's coding. That's I think it was no, a little down. Sorry.
Yeah. This one, challenge the master with
No,
Morgan.
that's a private room where you can play. This one, chess puzzles with Morgan Stanley. There we are going to have a collection of favorite studies by Timman, by myself, or even which was created by me or my sister. So some of the best or most interesting puzzles will be shown there. And we have a lot of educational programs. Some of them are in Hungarian, but as I said before, the chess playground is in English. And then we have Oscar Panno. We'll have an interview with him, a written interview.
A legend, yeah.
But he was one of the award winners for chess in education. He's amazing, very beautiful, very nice person. Yeah, and what we are not uploaded yet, we are going to have also some chess movies, which is related to chess. Also the Polgar variant, which is about my family. It's for everybody it's a documentary film who is interested about education, about family, about generations, about difficulties, about challenges. That's for those. I have a portrait 50 minutes interview with English subtitles. We're going to have a discussion about the new movie Critical Thinking with the main actor John, and so we have a lot of different
this is
things.
Unbelievable. Look at the number of programs you have managed to put together, all happening. Will be showing on the 10th of October, guys, and it's all free. You can access all of this. All you need to do is sign up here. Judith, I can completely understand why you are so busy, to putting all of this together would take so much effort. Thank you so much for giving your time. It's gone a little bit past what we had decided, but I hope that's fine.
Okay, thanks very much, and I hope all of you will visit us at the online virtual space. In this page, you just click the sign up. You have to give your name and email address, and then you are right in on the virtual platform. So there we are also having already. We are going to have 2 channels in Hungarian and in English. So it's going to be a full channel which will be running the different English programs. I will be there personally during the day. So every hour, 2 hours, I will come into the live studio and discuss. Anna Rudolph will be the host on the English channel, and we are going to discuss some of the actual things what is running in the world and during the festival.
Brilliant. Judith, we have a final message from Juggernaut, who sends a super chat, who echoes the sentiments of everyone who's watching this, who says, Judith, you'll always be the queen of chess. Love everything you have done and continue to do for chess. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks
Bye.
for being.
See you.
Bye.
Guys, that was Judit Polgar here. Brilliant personality. One of the greatest chess players in the world. The absolute greatest in women's chess. No one greater than her in women's chess. And to support the initiative of Global Chess Festival, I request all of you mods, if you can spam in the link, then please do so, and please sign up for this. This would be wonderful. I'm going to follow everything that is up here. It's going to be absolutely delightful to follow this. Divya Deshmukh in the chat says, ChessBase India looks like justice isn't served here. What happened? Divya, sorry guys, I was not very much focused on the chat today. Rohit Katuria says, CEO raid, no nail biting please. CEO, is it Divya's raid today? Did she raid? But Divya, you don't have a channel. Yeah, thank you Mayur for spamming the chat. Thank you Ashwin for doing this. Yes, we raided you, Divya. Thank you so much for raiding. How did you raid? Thank you, very kind of you. And you have Discord. Oh, Divya raided from the Discord. Thank you so much for that, Divya. And of course, it makes sense for Divya to raid this program. One of India's big talents in chess, girls' chess, raiding the show of one of the world's biggest women achievers. So thank you. And guys, please do like the video if you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the quiz. Rahul Yadav, the winners over here. Rahul Yadav, Ellie, I don't know if that's your name. You have to prove it to us that this is your name. Sagar Goyal, have to I think Sagar Goyal, Rahul Yadav, and Ellie, please write to us at chessbaseindia@gmail.com, and we'll make sure you get your prizes. It was a close contest. The main idea was for you to get to know Judit Polgar better. I believe that she's not just the greatest chess player, women chess player ever, but she's the greatest ever sports person, to female sports person in the world ever, because to compete at such a high level with such great players, no one else being able to do anything remotely close to her, no women player, just shows what a genius she is. And now she keeps working for the chess world, for the betterment of the chess world. She makes this global chess festival. What a brilliant concept, as someone who's doing work in chess, I feel that this adds so much value. Just one day, so many programs, you get to see such varied things about chess. There's a simul, there is a talk show, then there is something else, there's a quiz, there is some social angle, it's just brilliant what she's come up with. And so happy to witness this. And I think every year you have to go to Hungary, Budapest, to be a part of it. This year you can sit at home and be a part of this. This is just very nice. So guys, thank you all for tuning in, and see you all soon tomorrow. And hopefully everything will be great, and we will be bringing in more such guests. I read that please get Karpov in the future. Well, I hope that will also happen. But for today, let's leave with Judit Polgar, and the her achievements and her presence here was simply delightful. So this is Sagar Shah signing off. Bye bye guys. See you.